Morning everyone, this is Denise here. This is my circuit breaker buddy. Say hi to him. So today I'm going to be taking you guys through a day in my life during the circuit breaker, which I can honestly just come out and say right now, it isn't going to be that much. I haven't really been doing a lot from home. I've still been working as per normal, but because of the whole situation right now, the pace of work has kind of slowed down dramatically, and I will talk a little bit more about this later on. So first of all, I do have a bunch of activities planned for today. The first thing I'm gonna do is a science experiment. So I don't know if you guys follow me on TikTok. I've been doing a lot of science experiments on TikTok. I know it sounds a little bit unconventional, but it's honestly really fun. So if this is your thing, find me on TikTok. But for today's experiment, I actually need bright and sunny weather. As you can see, it's pretty sunny actually, but it's not as hot as I hoped it would be. I actually needed it to be sizzling, scorching hot. So fingers crossed that the clouds will go away and we'll see how it goes. And then after this, I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of exercise because so many weeks of staying home, right? I haven't actually been moving around as much, and I'm the kind of a person that snacks a lot. So every week I can just feel my waistband getting tighter and tighter. So today I'm gonna move my body. And then because I actually haven't left my house in 2 weeks, I actually need to start stocking up on the food in my fridge. Like there really isn't much left, so I'm gonna go out for a really quick grocery run and I'm gonna vlog this so you will see how it goes. So in the evening, I'm actually going to be teaching a small tuition class. If you don't already know, I actually give private tuition to a small group of people at this point in time. And because of the whole COVID situation, we had to adapt to home-based learning really quickly, which was honestly quite challenging at the start. And you will be able to see how this goes. You're going to get a glimpse into my tuition life to see how we do it. So the current pandemic has really got me thinking about how I should be maximizing my time at home, and something that I've really committed to is actually picking up new skills, especially during this period of time, because as everyone knows, the economy isn't doing too well. So this is a really crucial time for us to basically learn new skills so that we are able to stay relevant within the industry. And digital marketing is one of those skills. Like, it's really in demand, it's super relevant, especially for people like me who own an online business. My friends over at Smart Academy, they're offering an intro to digital marketing class, and this is happening on the 6th of June. So I'm currently considering to sign up for this as well because beyond all of the reasons that I just listed earlier on, I also read an article on the Business Times a few days ago which basically said that tech talent is actually in demand more than ever, especially during this pandemic, and also that digital marketing skills are in high demand but supply is short. It's a really good opportunity for me to pick up some new knowledge. So if you're like me and you're interested in digital marketing, you can consider signing up for this course as well. But if digital marketing doesn't really interest you, it's not really your thing, Smart Academy also offers a range of other courses. Things such as web development, mobile app development, UX design, and all of these courses, they are taught by industry experts with years of experience. The best thing is there are also grants available, even though terms and conditions apply. So I urge you, if you are interested in learning like me, and if you trust my recommendation, you can visit this link to find out more. Click here to find out more. So anyway, yeah, that's my morning chat with you guys, my morning check-in. I've also actually put on really light makeup because I'm going to be filming for the rest of the day. I'll touch up a bit. I'll also tie my hair because it's really messy. So I'm going to tie this up and I'll see you guys in a while. So if you've watched the class T1, T5 series, you probably know that I really like to put my hair into this side ponytail here. And the reason is actually a very, it's a very logical one. I don't really actually like my hair in this position, but it's good for my hairline because I used to tie a bun, and because of that I always pull my hair back, and you can see like I have a little bit of a receding hairline. It's quite worrying because I don't want it to go back any further. So I've realized that if I do tie my hair in this way, it's actually very gentle on the roots, and I prefer it this way. And I don't like to put it down because when I put it down, it gets all over my face, and it touches my face. It's very dirty. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my hair into a side ponytail, and ta-da! Okay, I'm ready to start my day. So before I continue, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how the inspiration or like the idea for the science experiment that I'm gonna do today came about. And this is how it goes. So when you spend like 24 hours at home and you just start to develop a little bit of a cabin fever, and how I've been coping with that is I've just been standing by my window and looking out at the neighborhood. And when you do that, you start to realize how hot Singapore is. Because even though we close the windows and we turn on the air condition, just standing beside the windows, you can feel the heat just emanating off the glass panels. And it's really hot, and you can see like the sun beating outside. It's relentless. So then one day, I was just standing beside the window, and I just had this really crazy idea. Like, the sun is so hot in Singapore, right? Do you think we will be able to cook an egg under the sun? That's what I'm trying to find out today. I think it's a little bit crazy. I don't think it's gonna succeed, but I still want to give it a go. So what I've done is got these aluminum cups. We usually use this to bake cupcakes. I'm gonna crack an egg and drop it inside here, and I'm gonna leave this cup at the back of the house where it will be under direct sunlight exposure. But I'm not sure if you're able to see it. It is really sunny, but it's also very cloudy today, so the sun is not as intense as I hope it would be. I'm still gonna give this a go, and we'll see how this goes. We can always try again tomorrow if it fails. So since I have a little bit of time, I've decided to make some Ribena today, and I've been craving Ribena ever since I saw Jianhao drink Ribena on his IG stories. So I'm just gonna make myself like a huge flask today. So when I make my Ribena, I usually do it in a flask like this, so that I only need to do it once and it'll basically last me for a few days. This is from Daiso. And then usually to make Ribena, you basically need a mix of the syrup with water. For me, I prefer this in a ratio of 1:4, so 1 part syrup, 4 parts water. And to ensure that it is as precise as possible, I usually use like a measuring cup. So guys, if you don't already know, I'm a huge fan of chocolate cake. So I ordered this chocolate cake off this store called Chocolate Origin, and the cake delivery just came. So this is what the cake looks like. And I really love the chocolate cakes, like it's super rich. But you know, the thing about working from home also is that when you're working from home, you tend to overeat. So I've been taking a lot of carbs. I've been taking a lot of noodles, rice, potatoes, and I can start to feel my waistband kind of tightening. And even though that's the case, I'm still gonna have a slice of the chocolate cake because I cannot resist temptation and I have no self-control. But because of that, I'm just gonna have to work out later on. So that's also something that I will be vlogging. But in the meantime, let's go cut this cake first. So I'm gonna cut the cake now, and I'm gonna show you guys like a very special technique that I usually use to cut round cakes. Doing this with one hand, so it might look a little bit shaky. But basically how I like to cut round cakes is, rather than, oh no, I like to do this. So you cut down the center first. Gosh, it's so difficult to cut with one hand. Yeah. I need help! So basically like to cut the cake like that because you can have more pieces when you cut it this way. And then it also helps with portion control, so you don't eat too much at one go. So each slice is a very manageable size. Oh my god, it's a disaster. It's crumbling and falling apart. Okay, it looks really bad. So right now I'm in the back of the house and I got the egg and the aluminium cup. I'm gonna break the egg, put it into the aluminium cup, and then we're gonna see if it can cook or not. And in the meantime, while waiting for the egg to cook, I'm just gonna do a few workout exercises. So I'm ready in workout attire. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And fingers crossed, it is pretty sunny, but it's also a bit cloudy, so the heat is not as intense as I hope it will be. I'm not too sure if the egg will cook. I really hope that it will. Let's see. I'm gonna put this somewhere which feels like it's the hottest, and then I'm just gonna leave it for about 20 minutes before I come back and see what happens to it. Please cook. The floor is hot lah, but I feel like it's not hot enough in order to cook an egg, so this might actually fail after all. But let's go to the workout first. So as you guys can see, I went up, I showered, and right now I'm back down to check on the egg, and this is what it looks like. So the egg white is not cooked at all, but the yolk is cooked and it kind of became dented inwards. So unfortunately, the experiment did not succeed. The egg yolk was cooked though, like the egg yolk actually solidified, but the egg white was still in its liquid form, and I think partially this has to do with the size of the cup. So the cup was really small, which means the surface area of the egg which was being exposed to the sunlight is also small. And I think if I get a cup with a larger surface area, then more of the egg white would have been exposed to the heat of the sun and it would have been able to cook. I don't know, this is just a hypothesis. I'm gonna try this again someday, of course, since it's just something that I want to find out. But yeah, that's it. It didn't really cook. Such an unsatisfying end to the day. So while we wait for the weather to clear up, I'm actually gonna be doing a little bit of work. I'm gonna be clearing some email, and then I'm gonna be prepping the notes and the slides for my private tuition classes. So if you don't already know, I was actually teaching private tuition to a really small group of students prior to the circuit breaker. But because of the circuit breaker, and actually even prior to the circuit breaker, we stopped our classes after observing how bad the situation was becoming, and also for the safety of everyone. So right now, we have migrated these classes online, and it's been a little bit of a challenge trying to get used to teaching online, but I actually do prefer teaching online. Like, I think there is a lot more things that you can do, and today I'm basically just prepping the deck for a math class that I have on Sunday. So I'm at Donkey now. We're doing some grocery shopping. Not sure if you can hear me because the music is really loud, and I'm also wearing my mask. So yeah, I like to come to Donkey to shop because I like to buy the sushi, and I also like to buy the ice cream. I like to buy coolish ice cream. I'm going home now with all of my groceries. I just want to show you guys that Orchard Central is so empty, and it's a Saturday night. I think it's only like 8 PM. Look at this. Hope things will get better soon and life will go back to normal for everyone. So that's it. We've come to the end of today's video, and I hope that you guys had fun watching my day, even though I didn't actually do much. But I did try to cook an egg in the sun, which failed, but it's definitely something that I'm gonna try again, but this time probably with a smaller egg so that it takes less time to cook in the sun. Anyway, you guys can try this out as well from the safety of your home, and if you do succeed, remember to let me know down in the comments below. Also, I would just like to thank Smart Academy for sponsoring this video. Remember to also visit their website. We will leave the link in the description below. Click on the website, find out all of the different courses that they offer, and let me know if you see any interesting ones that you do end up signing up for. So that's it. Thank you for watching once again. Remember to follow all of our social media and watch all of the different content which we are producing for you guys during this period of time. And I'll see you next time. Bye!